Hello from Gungeon Opia. We're shooting. We're shooting for 220. Shooting, like what you do with a gun. You know what? I found out a secret about the gun world. I'm not a supporter of guns, right? Who cares? I play a game with guns in it. It means I'm essentially a supporter. I found out if you want to... Whoa, it sucked. If you want to impress people as a gun user, all you got to do is stick your finger straight out when you're holding a gun. Stick that trigger finger straight out. And then 100% of the time, people will say exactly this. Wow, you know he's a real gun user. Look at that trigger discipline. 100% of the time. I don't know why it's so often, but it is the unifying, besides the appreciation of shoot 'em up style bullets. There's a weird cross section of fascination for people with guns. There's people that just like wanton destruction. There's not really, a lot of that. That's kind of fringe cases. That's the far end of the bell curve, one direction or the other. There's people who like the mechanics of it, more like almost like engineering-minded people that really appreciate the way that they make such a highly functional functional. Well, maybe the destruction thing's not so small a chunk, but it's not like there's the death. But I think the biggest percentage of it is people that really like it for the technical thing. They like watching the performance of such machinery, and they can only, for some reason, it's more impressive to them when it's in like a small compact package, like a gun, than when it's in like a big thing, like a space station or something like that. Maybe it's that it's so repeatable in the more compact things. I don't know. Oh man, I hate when I get hit before. Oh, I'm so itchy. I exercised, of course, for this, and I didn't take a shower because I thought Jackie was gonna cut my hair. But she fell asleep, so joke's on me, hair's on me. And I don't want to bathe twice. I will take a shower after this run or after this stream, because I don't want to be a funky man anymore. Shaking booty, kicking butts all over the floor. Do 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 do. I wonder if I should buy a heart container. Anyway, yeah. The other thing is the people who just like are homicidal. I think that's the smallest subgroup of the people that are actually like in it for killing. But I think there are plenty of people that just like the destruction, the power. It's kind of like an exhilaration thing with guns. But I think the biggest group, at least in my experience, is people that tend to like them in a technical kind of way. And it's a cross section. It's like a combination of many different things. Because honestly, if it was just the technical engineering, they would be watching like, I don't know, how it's made or whatever, and watching like giant machine work. Ooh, that was close. Machine works producing things like manufacturing stuff. If it was just purely from a technical engineering point of view, but it's a cross section. It's a lot of different things together. But there definitely is something to that whole like really, really specific technical appreciation. I just don't personally like it because it's technical and proficient and whatever, but it's wrapped up in a murderous package, And that's kind of the disappointing part, that it's like a device that kills. Dang, that sucks. I would have actually loved that to have a piece of heart in it. 30. We're gonna get 20 each. So we'll still make 10. Oh man. We could have made so much more if I hadn't gotten hit. Well, we could have made 20 more, I think, and still been in the same place. I don't know. Like, I don't really have a problem, I guess, with the individuals that like guns. I think I have a problem with the cult of personality about guns. The whole idea that like, that sucks. That there is no, that the problem is always in bad people, in bad actors, and it's never just like guns are a dangerous thing to have around. That's actually pretty good right there. I don't know, maybe, I mean, it's definitely a very complicated thing, or else it wouldn't be, I mean, I hope, or else it wouldn't be such a giant problem in the US. Like, and I get that's tied into the Bill of Rights, I don't know, Constitution. One of those, it's tied into something. Like, guns were very important for the founding fathers. And people have let that, like, that aspect of gun ownership, oh my god, fuck, become defining. But I guess I don't need to talk about the same shit every stream. Healthcare, gun ownership. What else is there that I talk about? I guess that's it. What does the green Guansoon do? It's something disappointing, but I don't know what. It's like heal upon taking damage, right? I wonder what the greener Guanstone synergies are. I just want like one explodey. There's a bunch of enemies all together. I've been I just finished a long work week. Well, I guess it was kind of longer. It was one shift longer than usual. But it was the same number of days, still 4 days for me. But it was a 7-shift work week because I picked up Thanksgiving morning and just doubled. I think I've probably streamed since then, but Sunday's fucking weird. Sunday just feels so different than, there we go, than the other days of the week, because it's like, it's not only, like, there's such a build-up for the work week. God damn. Alright, stop playing like shit. And I'm like constantly like, you know, kind of pumping myself to be ready for the rest of the build-up. But on Sunday, it's like everything is kind of over and I'm all like spent, you know? And it's just kind of strange to be trying to do things, trying to plan for my days off and do things and be active when I'm just like fucking exhausted from, oh boy, the last 4 days of being at work, the entire 4 days pretty much. Hey, nice. Heinous. Heinous. They heinous because they heinous. Is that a reference to the movie The Interview, starring Sethary Rogen and that other guy? What's his name? Oh, that's not Sandy. Something Franco. James Franco. There we go. Man, I wish I had, like... Nah, never mind. I was gonna say I wish I'd gotten some sort of performance art as a youth. But I spent enough time around performance to realize that I would not be happy with myself if I was a fucking stage dude. Maybe behind the scenes. Maybe if I was like a performing creative, like someone who wrote plays or built sets or directed or something. I don't know. But then you'd still have to spend a ton of time around performers, and God, they are just the fucking worst. It's just, I think the thing that bothers me about it is, like, it's such a direct way to success. Like, learning the ability to be not fully false, but to be something, to be, like, to specifically be something other than yourself. Is a pretty great ability to have. It doesn't mean, you know, this is the same problem that all artists have, where they're either their aims are too lofty or things don't just don't line up. Their expectations and their reality don't line up. But I don't know. I've always thought that, like, if performative people, if people that perform, especially perform acting, not perform music. I mean, even that kind of helps, though. You see a lot of musicians, especially people that spend a lot of stage time or time in front of cameras, just have this ability to facade better. And, like, it's something I've picked up a little bit through bartending. The ability to, oh my God! The ability to facade a little bit. I picked up a little bit more of it from streaming, but I don't really facade. I don't spend my time, like, ever expressing an opinion that I disagree with or withholding how I feel about something. Which, you know, I feel like if I were a better performer, if I could be on, it would actually be pretty helpful. Like, that's what, like, that's the combination that it takes, is, like, either specific skill or it's, again, it's a cross section. It's two things or more. You gotta provide some ability. You gotta provide some entertainment. That entertainment usually being, oh my fucking lord. Well, at least I negated that one. That entertainment is kind of like there being the kind of character that people want to see, like Dr. Disrespect or Ninja or whatever. Like, it's a chase, and chasing is something that I'm really bad at. I'm really bad at chasing that kind of shit, and I think that's why. That's one of the many reasons that my stream kind of, like, suffers, because I'm worse at the chase. Let's go ahead and get this, actually. Oh my god, I should have checked this first. Okay. Well, why does that look like a secret room? I mean, I know that it can't be, but why does it look like one? This is a pretty bad job for me overall right now. Why would I use two of those shots? Noise, roar, noise, roar, 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 roar. Let's go up. I think I usually go down. I'm going down. When you're not around, my whole world up. So that song, I learned what going down meant in terms of blowing ding-dongs. Before I learned that it, well, I probably knew that it just meant, like, knew that it could mean, like, just being in a lower state, but I didn't think about it, and I thought that song was basically saying, like, hey, anytime you leave, I'm cheating. No! I'm cheating by de-essing. And I was like, this is a fucked up song. And this is a true story. A lot. I really thought that was going to be the turn-in. Charge me. Charge me. Butter nips? Wait, can you say butter nips when you mean nipples? So I'm reading a book. Well, I'm listening to a book called The Cryptonomicon by Neil Stephenson. And in the book, Japanese people are pretty much exclusively referred to as Nipponese, like people from Nippon. Is that a mimic? Go check it out, dog. It's not a mimic. Okay. I wish it was. And it's like strange to me because that sounds like much worse, in my opinion. I don't know why. And they're referred to as an abbreviation of that, which is meant to be derogative, because it's mostly by American military men in the Pacific War. So they're not saying it like they're not being coy about their pretty open and flagrant racism with it. And it sucks. It sucks to hear just racist phrases over and over and over. Like, especially, how do I say this without also sounding racist? But like, in the books, it's a lot of white people saying racist things. And it's like written by a white guy. And it's kind of like one of those things where like, is it justified because of how that actually would have been used during that time? Or is it still not justified because it's like a pretty fucked up thing to say? Am I the one that's too like sensitive to be upset by something, especially since it's not my race they're talking about? Or like, I don't know, the whole thing, like, it irks me, it irritates me, like, to just hear an author have his character use racist terminology over and over, especially when a lot of the instances, it would be pretty easy to get the same point across, the same everything across without relying on it, you know? It seems like a too simple shorthand. Dang, do I want to get the coolness from that? We'll have to see how the keys look at the end. So yeah, that phrase that, I don't know if it's, what's his name? Catch a Ride guy, or his sister in Borderlands 2. I don't remember which one of them says it, but I feel like I can't say it. Ooh-wee, doogie, how doozy doo. Yes. Hartolster. Well, we got a lot of hearts. And I didn't even buy That other one? Dang. Dang and dang. Alright, buy this. Buy ballot. Just get 3 coolness. Buy this. And regret it. Rag rat it. Buy this. Kind of regret it a little bit. Where do I go? Why did it seem like I was shooting a lot of little Plutos before? And now I can't shoot out a Pluto to save my loot. Oh. Okay, well, shit's still good. Shit's still good. Oh, I'm scratching my nuts. Sorry, don't look. Don't look down there. You got a problem with it? Don't look. You got a problem with it? Fault's all yours. What do I want to talk about? We got a surprise visit from a friend in Kansas City. It's Megan, who, I don't know if she's ever been on the stream. I don't know if that's something she ever did. I don't even know if she's ever been over to our place on... Well, I guess when we first moved down here, she was over, but after we've been established, if she's ever been over to any of our houses, now that I think about it. Because she, you know, Patsy's her best friend. They've been best friends for a freaking long time. And so we're close with her, but we're not as close. So when we see her, it's kind of like Patsy and Chloe are the main attraction, we're the side attractions. And that's totally fine. Especially with me, I don't need to be the main show. But it is weird that she might not have ever have been to our house. Now that I think and stink about it. Well, I probably do stink. I probably stink badly. I love exercise. But I love exercising, at least ring fit adventure exercising. But it's not the most smelltastic, smellicious thing to do with your time. This is cool. I love this. I love this. I gotta kill it and check for the secret with 1 series of shots. Dang. I was like literally just about to say I can kill every enemy in this room with a single shot. Then I meant, and you know what I meant. I didn't mean like 1 shot kills them all. I mean 1 shot per. Don't be fucking ridiculous. But ooh. The Maiden Shield. Man, we are doing so well financially because of the first floor thing. First floor vampire. God, it's such a fucking wellspring? No. Windfall. 2 weird words. I want a windfall. Like, I don't even need it to be life-changing. Just like, man, just toss me a few grand. Some external force. Out of nowhere. It'd be so tight. I mean, but not like, if there's some loss involved. Thought about it. Like, I had a friend, well, not I had a friend, I had a wife's friend who is doing extremely well because of an inheritance, and like the idea of like benefiting from an inheritance always like it makes me feel gross in the back of my throat. Like, not that anybody's, you know, reprehensible for accepting the thing. It's not gonna go back to the bank or some bullshit otherwise. Like, but it's like, It's very strange to like suddenly have a better life in the shadow of someone passing. It's like, maybe not even better, just like temporarily easier. I'm just like, that sucks. That seems so like such a hateful way for things to be better. Oh boy, that was close. Oh? Why did that one just fall like that? I would really, really like it if I could stop shooting these as tiny little pellets. Oh, it might have hit my my thingy. Damn, I was doing so well. No, not swell at all. There's a little rough patch there. Patch Adams.
Wow. Cool.
And of course I whacked the fuck out of the end of that. Whackified. Huh. Mac 10 and that one. Like a bad combination. You know, I think Falk might be the greatest accomplishment of this game. Especially in my hands, because I fucking never blank on that fight. Even though I have shit lying all over the place. And money up the wazoo. And I'm like, you know what? It'd be real nice. Getting hit 4 times. But the thing is, it would be real nice, because most of the time I have health just splayed about. Lefty, righty. But I don't get that FOK. I don't get that dancing man. I mean, exploding man, I guess he's not dancing at all. He's dancing like the way a dying guy is dancing. Not at all. Hey, I would like this to be the Cold 1851. Please. What's greater Gwenstone? If the player has plus 1 bullets, pea shooter, or ammo, depending 20 money appears whenever the green Gwenstone heals the player. That's... Well, I mean, if it's ever going to go off, it's nowadays. Monday, Tuesday, nowadays. I could have totally rat fought this one, but I don't like the rat fight all the fucking time. As I've said exactly in that way with exactly that intonation, probably 1,000 times now. Wait, fuck. Cool, rad, cool. There's no passive reload for dual-wielded weapons. Wow, the accuracy. The Honda accuracy. Wow, the Honda accuracy! It's incomparable. You know what? Okay, so there have been a lot of like discussions about how Tesla's a marketing genius, marketing powerhouse. They have an advertising budget of like, I don't know, one event a year or something, and then they just let Elon run his mouth on Twitter, which everyone knows how I feel about important people being on Twitter, how it's like the dumbest. But anyway, it seems to be working out for them in this particular instance. But also by being like kind of antagonistic, being, what's the word? Being iconoclastic. It's like doing great things for the company. God, reload. Fuck. Like going against the expected norms and like the established practices is pretty beneficial, right? That's what the Cybertruck is. But man, it's kind of weird. They're like, I feel like they're getting to a point where they're out advertising their newer products at the expense of some of their older products. Like, I haven't heard of anybody talking about the Model Y in a while. Since the Cybertruck was announced, since they provided like a big boy style car, like something that's spacious and sizable, that's not the price of the Model X, which is just exorbitant. It's still so expensive that basically a lot of people just a lot of people who want SUVs or whatever just stopped thinking about Tesla because of how much the Model X costs, how much of a luxury vehicle it is with a luxury vehicle price tag, and how I think a lot of those people, if it had cost around the same price as the, probably gonna get the regular shotgun, around the same price as the Model Y, or the Model 3, or even what the Model Y is gonna cost, they would have bought it years ago. They would have bought it instead of the Model Y, Model 3. God damn it. And that's what the Model Y is supposed to be, but like a little bit subdued, a little bit less. And I don't know. It's like for the first time, their success with branding one new different thing is not really ruining, but like it's so severely overshadowing the other stuff they have coming out that it's like, I guess it's got to be like when a movie theater or a movie production company has two major movies coming out and one of them is really like super buzzworthy and the other one is kind of like falling flat. They might be good movies, they might have even had the same or similar budgets, but like the one that's getting the attention is the one that they're gonna push, you know? Because it's got the advertising done for it. It's weird how by making the Model Y look like a kind of bigger Model 3, not even like a significantly bigger Model 3, they kind of made it forgettable, which is so strange for a company that's like, to me, some of the most amazing cars on the planet. They're such a like tech forward company. Oh, and man, they are doing some cool shit right now for real. So as the full self-driving stuff kind of it doesn't, you know, we're still not there yet. It still has problems with a lot of stuff, but as we move towards it, even if not full speed ahead, as we move towards it, there's some incredible stuff that's showing off how much they've learned. So like this is going to seem really silly to people that haven't driven the Teslas before this was the case, but really cool to the people that have driven it before, and we'll see it after. But like they added traffic cone awareness to the self-driving, to the autopilot, as they call it. And it's really cool to see something that's so small and kind of distinct. I mean, so small and kind of like indistinct. There's a lot of different styles of traffic cones. Oh my fucking god. But they all show up very, very clearly on the Tesla screen, and it's incredible. It is so fucking cool. Like, if you haven't experienced it, go get in a Tesla and experience it. It's really, really fucking cool. And you know that it's getting ready to, like, cease streetlights. Like, streetlights and stop signs and all that stuff. It has to be next. It has to be what they're testing this with, something that's, like, useful but not so encompassing. Like, there's not always construction going on, so traffic cones are useful. They don't really even, I mean, there are times when it's very, very important to be able to see traffic cones on the autopilot, but I think most of the time, as long as it's maintaining its lane, the traffic cones are not going to be a big issue, or you're going to take over anyway. But knowing that it's aware of them, knowing that it's going to be aware of more specific stuff that's going on is just fucking thrilling. I don't know. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I'm very excited about this. Oh, we kind of have to with the loot bag there. We already got the freaking thing, so now we just got the mask, and then we got all three of our dudes. I would like Smammo, please. Come on. Wow. It's a real get down Mr. President moment there. What? What? I'm very surprised he survived that. Can I make money off of this? Oh, would that be asking too much? I think it's asking too much. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but I think that it's asking too much. I'm such a good understanding guy that I would never ask too much. 11 shots. Smammo, please. Smammo, por favor. Snot Smammo. Snot Smammo. We don't have any curse. That's the problem, I think. I don't remember. This is the last one. Last of them. This thing's timing. Says si boo. It's so good. Oh, it's not so good when you get a key after you got that fucking thing-a-ling. Come on. Yeah, get out of here. I'm scared of you. But please, get out of here. What? That's some money. Dang. Well, I guess we should use it up. Reblanks. See, okay. Ugh. There we go. That was really close to being a little bit too much to handle. I mean, kinda. Not really. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we used up. Hey! What's up, man Boofio? How you doing? I think I'm referencing Friends when I do that. Is that a Friends thing? The show Friends? Where it's like, oh my god, I switched weapons. It's not fair. How you doing? Is that a Friends thing? Because it sounds like the name of the Friends subreddit. Friends the TV show, not Friends the sushi place in Kansas City. Which I don't know if that has its own subreddit. It'd be pretty cool. Pretty unexpected. But how are you doing? Hey, what the fuck? Alright, I should stop screwing around. I'm kind of like too late right now for this one. Where is this dickhead? Jesus Christ. Get out of here. We can use this for the rest of this floor. Oh my god, it's so far away. What are you editing? Cutting down some videos for YouTube. YouTube.com/videos. /videos if you got them. Oh yeah, BF5, you're big. Have you like maxed out BF5 yet? Have you 100%ed that little bad boy? Well, we can sell this. We actually finally have it at the right time. Oh my god, that's worth so much money. This one's not worth that much at all. We got 6. Oh, I should have bought it. I'm so stupid. Stop, dog. Stop! I thought you were like maxing out all the sub guns and stuff like that. At least at some point. Yeah, this is really cool. So watch this. Watch what I do here. I might get 3 back from this. I get a full one back from this. All right. And then I'm getting like double back from fucking dog. You stop running under my hand while I talk to this blood-sucking vampire. Oh, it's so good. I played this game like a fiddle, which I guess is easier than playing other things. Well, I wasn't able to get that one. That one's a little bit too fit for my fiddle. That sounds like a euphemism for ding-dong stuff. Alright, we're gonna buy a blank, just a single one. We're still at 544 money, which I guess is alright if you like only a little bit of money. Oh. I feel like you to do that you would have to like coordinate with someone. It's kind of a ridiculous thing to ask. You have to be like, hey, can you stand still 10 times so I can get this thing? It probably wouldn't feel as victorious. Alright, I know that's not the right one, but I gotta kill one of them. Don't you summon anybody else, you ding-a-ling. Oh, I hit both? Nice. Whoa. 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 Line up. Ah, you assholes. Wow. No, thank you. That's not fair. That is not a fair enemy to have. What? He's boosted? This is the fucking worst. Wow. That was horrible. That was really bad. Hey, we got a good weapon though. Hey. Oh boy, what a good spot to be. I hate this room. I don't know why I have such a hard time with it. It's just like my brain shuts off when there's hammers going that fast. I mean, I guess I answer why. There's just so many hammer slams in that room. God. Rogers and hammer slams. Isn't that some sort of musical maker guy? Or two guys? Rogers and Hammer Slams is probably, or Hammersteins. Hammersteins? Out of here! I'm trying to save some of my good ammo for bullet hell, because it has not been super forthcoming. The ammo, that is. But it's starting to cost me a little bit. Nice. I feel like you should just get on a forum. Well, there's no way to... It has to be probably in, like, open online. You can't do, like, a closed game or something like that, right? Is there a way to communicate to everyone? Be like, hey, guys, I've been working on this thing for a fucking year now. Can someone help me get it? Cheat 'em up style? You've got to be kidding me with this shit. That's... Wow. That is the most money a man has ever lost in this game. And the most health, too. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm, like, pissed about that. I lost, like, 3 gold casings there. And a bunch of other money. Okay. This is... It's actually a good S-rank weapon, but I just don't use it. It's also like the most common thing to show up in the fucking game. God, that sucked. Yeah. Yipes. Well, that was pretty dumb, I guess, to stick with it instead of just slowing down and changing my weapons. But usually when I'm fucking up, it doesn't, like... Usually an out presents itself, I guess. That time. No Sudge Lug. That was some really piss poor play. That was really good. This is my first first bit of elemental damage all game. Now I'm thinking about it. There it is. Finally. Alright. Now we should be pretty well set. With blanks and tases and shotguns and everything. I actually really want to find the shop first before I do this. Shop's a little bit more underwhelming than I thought. Wow. These are also pretty underwhelming. Wow. I just feel like in one life, like it's real. I guess it's, I mean, it's a gold weapon. It's not supposed to be something that everybody can get. But like, fuck these bungholes. But man, that seems like asking a fucking lot, you know? I guess I also don't. I really don't like multiplayer achievements, which, you know, that's the whole point of a game like Battlefield. I feel like multiplayer is its main drive for a lot of people, or its only drive for a lot of people. But for me, it just seems like so much is out of your hands at all times. How much does this sound? Those are like my two main weapons. I mean, I guess I could use the freaking Elementaler. If I need to, but I want to avoid it as much as possible. To avoid that noise. Is that everything? Yes, sir. I don't fucking know what to do. Okay. My boss weapons are horse and dog shit right now. Are these, like, missing? Hey, shotgun guy! Why don't you back off and shotgun a little bit? Kinda need you right here, buddy. Nope. He got close enough and then said, never again. If you're this close, you don't need to assist. That was almost a bad dodge roll there. I can't. I need that other blank. Thank God. That was getting bad. Eee. That was a really bad dodge roll there. Eee. Thank you. Well, thank you. No amulets, no damage buffs, no bullet modifiers whatsoever. At least we got a bunch of good familiars. And that's a regular lead god, I believe. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I guess I'll get the strafe gun because what do we got here? Wow. That's a real turnaround for us right there. Wow. Yuck. Now I have to remember, if I get hit, do not chase the money. It's very hard to turn that off. But, whoops. You gotta, like, sorry, I was like scratching my leg there, my little leggy weg. You have to kill that part of your brain. Is that for that nearly getting hit by the old boys there, but not? By those two knife guys and the other thing. a good sign. It's a really good sign when you go the wrong way first. It's not. It doesn't even have a 1 in 3 chance and no way of predicting at that point. But it feels like a condemnation. Feels like you're sentenced to a rough BH. Do you have any picks for your favorite game of the last year of the teens? The last teen year we'll probably ever see, unless we really extend the human lifespan. Man, did I not get any curse this whole run? It's a little weird. Shoot him. How are you guys so dumb? I mean, I love you. You're my friends. But, like, how are you so dumb? Me? I mean, I kind of use random guns because I don't like all the runs to feel the same. But, I also tend to like overvalue saving ammo. So I'll run with worse guns for longer than most people will because I still remember the old days when ammo was fucking scarce at all times. I mean, I guess this run has been kind of scarce, but I have no curse, so it's very hard for me to get ammo. Or it's regular hard for me to get ammo. I have nothing that decreases that hardness. I don't know if I've played enough games this year. I would definitely put Ring Fit Adventure up there, which is weird to say. That an exercise kind of gimmick game is like one of my favorite games of the year. Ape Out was really good, but I didn't even actually finish that. Ape Out was like a stylistic tour de force, but not like a I love playing this game all the time tour de force. I didn't get any of the big Nintendo releases this year, I just realized as I was thinking about this. Pokemon SNS, like, I don't know. I kind of don't want to spoil. I think my main problem with video games this year has been, oh shit, I went the wrong way. Has been it's funny that it's a 2019 title. 2020 in big letters doesn't even get to say teen. We're talking teen over here. Yeah, like the Epic Games Store, and just like the shitty practices of a lot of companies have kept me from playing a lot of games. Trying to stand up for my morality has led to me having a much decreased library this year. A lot of stuff I would have played and stuff that, like, especially the stuff that got announced for Steam that then got pulled off of it to be exclusive. Like, that shit hurts. I don't know. It feels so fucking shitty. And it feels like I don't know, I'm fighting for the wrong thing, or like I'm fighting a battle that people don't have the attention span to also care about changing these things. Like, everybody's all up the ass of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order or whatever. Like, when Battlefront 2 was like such a moment for a lot of people, realizing how atrociously EA was willing to treat its customers, and then they just forgotten. The same thing with Blizzard. Like, people were up in arms about Blizzard with the taking away a person's prize money and basically bending over and licking China's boots, and then they announce Overwatch 2 and they're like, oh, all's forgiven. There's a different game that I want to play now. Oh, Diablo 4 looks good. They're forgiven. They made a product that I want, so any practice is acceptable. It's just so weird, man. And I'm not, like, trying to fucking high road. I just, like, I want to see things change, and there's not a lot of an individual can do. So I tend to vote with my wallet, which is the only thing that I can do, but I don't know. It's like I'm not going to play any more games that have, like, forced wait or pay to not wait mechanics. Like, I'm not going to play any game that encourages that kind of game design. But those games are still going to make, especially phone games, are going to make so much money still that it doesn't matter. My little protest is not doing anything. They're adding PvE. They're adding Borderlands style hero-based 4-player PvE. And it's going to still be connected to the Overwatch 1 online multiplayer. Dang, it's up. So people that have 2 are just getting like the PvE and some other story content. But it's not splitting the... I don't know, man. But still, I just don't like what they did. I don't like what Blizzard did to such a degree. And their fucking apology felt so heartless. Like, it felt so... like they didn't believe it themselves. Like, they were just saying, this is what we gotta say. You guys wanted to hear us say it? We're saying it. Now, can we fucking take your money, please? And I just... I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to keep giving shitheads my money. Even if it means having less to do. It is great because I haven't bought a bunch of games that I haven't played for the first year of my life of doing that. Ow, itchy. Ooh. I guess I have done it a little bit. Some indie games I bought that I... oh, fuck. That I haven't played through. Man. I don't want to go into the next phase of this fight with no blinks. That's it. That's the game. Okay, I kind of forgot that was this year. That's the game. I got probably... what? Probably get like 80 hours of Mario Maker 2. And I loved every second of it. The only problem I have with Mario Maker, oh no, is not having enough people to try my levels, and like losing steam because of that. Man, that sucked. I could have totally LF'd, but I guess if you get hit, you can't totally LF. What's breakpoint? Oh, I am one stinky shit right now. What is breakpoint? Ghost Recon breakpoint. That sounds spooky. Dragon food, kitchen mother, 1 + 1, 2. That was a bad run. Bad run with a lot of good stuff. Well, no, the guns were shit. The guns were shit. Where's my red gun? Am I correct? Oh, it's right there. I'm blind as hell. That's 220 though. Oh, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Okay, it's like the follow-up to Wildlands, right?